Simon Sebag Montefiore, The Romanovs, 1613–1918. Explore the fascinating and tumultuous history of Russia's Romanov dynasty in our summarized version of Simon Sebag Montefiore's The Romanovs, 1613–1918. Journey through the reigns of Ivan the Terrible, Peter the Great, Catherine the Great, and Nicholas II, as you uncover the complex and dramatic events that shaped the dynasty. Gain insights into the political intrigue, struggles for power, foreign wars, and key themes that dominated the Russian Empire during these pivotal years. Delve into the Romanovs' start, their various rulers, expansions, and eventual fall, experiencing the challenges they faced, reforms they undertook, battles they fought, and their ultimate demise.
The rocky beginning of the Romanov dynasty. In 1613, Russia faced a crisis when the rightful heir to the throne, Michael Romanov, disappeared. This led to a power vacuum and a series of battles for the throne. The origins of this chaos date back to the Rurikid Prince Ivan the Terrible's decision to marry Anastasia Romanovna in 1547. Their union produced two sons, Ivan and Fyodor. Ivan would later die at the hands of his own father, and Fyodor would pass away, childless, leaving a gap in the succession. The next possible heir, Dmitry, disappeared as a child, and Boris Godunov, a boyar, became Tsar after Fyodor's reign. A weak ruler, he faced competition from Fyodor's cousin, who he accused of witchcraft and exiled. After Boris's death, a series of false heirs emerged, leading to battles and bloodshed. Ultimately, Michael Romanov, hostage of the Polish army, was chosen as Tsar, but he had gone missing. He was found hiding in a monastery and brought back to Moscow. This solidified the Romanov dynasty in power. Sophia, Russia's first female sovereign. In a world dominated by men, Sophia becomes Russia's first female sovereign in 1682, ruling with an iron fist despite opposition from the nobles and religious sections. As the mental illness of one co-Tsar and the youth of the other threatened the stability of Russia, Sophia allies herself with the Poles to launch an attack on the Ottoman Empire and seeks to consolidate power. But with the birth of Peter's heir, Sophia's hold on the throne becomes tenuous, leading her to resort to desperate measures that ultimately lead to her downfall. Peter the Great, a wild modernizer. Peter the Great wasn't just a party animal, he was a modernizer who transformed Russia. He captured lands, expanded his empire, and built a new city in a European fashion. Despite his love for wild alcohol-fueled parties, he woke up every morning to run his tsardom. His reign revolutionized Russia by adopting Western culture, manners, science, and medicine. He was a skilled military strategist who captured the Ottoman fortress of Azov and traveled to Holland to learn shipbuilding. Peter's enthusiasm for westernizing Russia was so high that he even shaved the beards off all the noblemen in his court. He was a legend and a wild modernizer, with alcohol-fueled parties being just a part of his life. The reign of strong female rulers. Peter the Great's successor must be a woman from the Romanovs, leading to Anna's ascension to the throne as Tsarina despite the Dolgoriki's deceitful plan. The Romanovs had several powerful female rulers, setting the stage for Catherine the Great's reign later on. The power and strategy of Catherine the Great. Catherine the Great, known for her femininity and strength, consolidated and expanded the vast Russian territory through ruthless military strategy and political prowess. From her coronation wearing a sumptuous gown and numerous jewels after deposing her husband, Tsar Peter III, Catherine proved to rule more effectively than him. She finished Peter's goal of establishing Russia as a global powerhouse, expanding the empire's reach into present-day Bulgaria and the Crimea. She strengthened Russia's grip on Poland, making it a satellite kingdom. Through her 35-year reign, Catherine proved her competence time and again, demonstrating that she was more than just a pretty face. Russia's empire in turmoil. The 19th century Russia under the Romanovs' empire faces domestic and foreign issues. Tsar Alexander I seeks to reform and modernize his government and abolish serfdom. However, he is forced to turn his attention to foreign policy due to Napoleon Bonaparte's incursions into Prussian territory, making an alliance with Britain and Austria to prepare for war. Despite suffering crucial defeats, Russia continues to fight and eventually defeats the French under Napoleon's abdication. The unsuccessful Russian Revolution of the Decembrists. In the 19th century, revolutionary ideals spread to Russia, leading to the formation of groups like the Northern Society who aimed to abolish autocracy. In December 1825, the opportunity to overthrow the Romanovs presented itself, but the coup was unsuccessful, leading to the execution and exile of many Decembrists. Despite this failure, the appetite for revolution continued to grow. Alexander II became a reformer and emancipated serfs in 1861, established an independent judicial system, and created elected governing bodies called Zemstvos. However, radical socialist groups believed the reforms were too little, too late, leading to numerous assassination attempts on the Tsar. Finally, in 1881, Alexander's luck ran out, and he died from a bomb detonated by members of the socialist group The People's Will. Despite the numerous attempts to overthrow the autocracy, it remained in power in Russia. Rasputin and the fall of the Romanovs. The ascension of Tsar Nicholas II in 1894 created a class struggle within Russia. Nicholas needed to unify the country, but he faced many obstacles. Attendees of his coronation died in a crowd crush, and a Siberian monk named Grigory Rasputin later caused a royal PR disaster. Alexandra, Nicholas's wife, gave birth to 4 girls, putting pressure on the couple to produce a son and heir. When their long-awaited son was born, he suffered from hemophilia, but Rasputin claimed to heal him. Alexandra trusted him on all matters, causing conflict with Parliament. The tensions escalated when Russia was close to joining World War I, and the British depended on the country as an ally. As Rasputin was known to oppose the war, a nobleman named Felix Yusupov plotted his murder. Rasputin was fed a cyanide-laced cake and shot multiple times. Despite resolving the PR disaster, the Romanovs were left with further troubles, leading to the eventual fall of their dynasty. The fall of the Romanovs. In 1917, the Romanovs were caught off guard when a strike by female workers sparked a revolution that led to their downfall. Despite pleas from Parliament to form a credible government, Tsar Nicholas II refused to see the changing tide and dismissed Parliament altogether. When urged to abdicate, Nicholas reluctantly agreed, but ultimately, his uncle Michael ascended the throne for only 12 hours, fearful for his safety. The Bolshevik Party seized power later that year, executing Nicholas and his family and ending their 304-year rule.
The Romanov dynasty lasted for over 3 centuries and saw Russia evolve into a major European power. Despite the shaky start and internal conflicts, they managed to expand their territories across Europe and Asia. While rulers like Peter the Great and Catherine the Great helped transform Russia and consolidate their empire by implementing crucial reforms and military strategies, others like Nicholas II struggled with discontent and revolutionary ideals. In the end, 304 years of Romanov rule came to a tragic conclusion with the Bolshevik Revolution and the rise of Vladimir Lenin. The Romanov story is a captivating account of dark and dramatic events that continue to shape Russia's history to this day.